Good morning, grade 3, and a warm welcome to the English class. Well, children, I want you to look at the sentences. Let's read the first one. The player wants to win. The same sentence, children. Look again. The players want to win. Children, I said same sentence. Come on, let me see. Spot. What do you find different? Take a look at the second one. The gardener waters the plant. The gardeners water the plant. Look at it as this one pair and this another pair. I think some of you are getting it. Okay, for the ones who are not getting, it's okay. Let's take a clue over here. Look at this word player. What is player, children? It is a noun. What part of speech is player? It's a noun. Okay, common noun. Now look at this word wants. What is wants? Which part of speech is this? In grammar. This is it's an action word. Doing work. So this is verb. Right? Now children, similarly the second one, if you see, the players want to win. This is also a noun. This is also a verb. Now why do you think, children, here? Okay, let me just frame it this way. See the word player and look at this players. Okay. Now, what do you think? Or tell me which one is singular and which is plural. Which form is this? Is it a singular form or it is a plural form? Yes, all of us know it. Player is a singular form. Players is a plural form. Now children, look here. Wants. Okay. It is wants. If I say the player want to win. Okay. Say it to yourself, children. Or if I say here the players wants to win. Look at the second one also. Here we have the gardener waters the plant. So gardener is a noun, singular noun. Okay. Now waters is a verb. Here the gardeners want to water the plant. Gardeners. This is a noun. Here water is a verb. Children, here, when you speak or when we write, it is called a noun-verb agreement. We call this noun-verb agreement. Now, if you look at this, children, over here, if you look at this verb over here, wants, this is a singular verb. This is a singular verb. Okay. Now, noun is here, it is a singular noun. And this wants over here, it is a singular verb. Similarly, you take the second one, children. Players. Here the noun is, it is a plural noun. And wants over here, want over here, want. Okay. That's what? That's a plural verb. So children, this is called as noun-verb agreement. We have it here. So today the learning objective will be noun-verb agreement. Your noun has to agree with the verb. That's the meaning of it. So children, you know, verbs also have singular plural. Verbs also have, you can do the second one children. Okay, as I did the first one, you could do the second one right here. What is this noun? This you know it is a singular. This also waters. Waters is a singular verb. Gardeners is a plural noun. Water is a plural verb. You could write that yourself. Now children, as we have nouns, okay, we have nouns singular plural. Similarly, we also have verbs singular plural. Similarly, we also have verbs singular plural. Verbs singular plural. Right? Take the example of searches. Searches is a verb. Searching is an action. Okay, searches is a singular verb. What would be the plural? Plural would be search. So as we have noun singular plural, we also have verbs singular plural. Now children, take this he, she or it. Now these are pronouns. Okay, this also has to agree with your verb. Let's take the verb look. He look. She look. It look. Does it sound right? So what will I say? He looks. She looks. It looks. Okay. Now children, see, this is singular. Right? Now if you take this example, take it as, let's take this only. Let's take another verb. He, she, it. Okay, what about watch? Watch, looking at something. We watch television, you watch the video. He, she, it. So what will I write here? He watch. Is it correct? He watches, she watches, it watches. Okay? The spelling over here should be E. Take care of your spellings children. W-A-T-C-H-E-S. Watches. Okay? And now let's take, so this was your singular. Now let's take plural. Let's take pronouns only children. Let's take, which is another pronoun, plural pronoun. You have this first person, second person also, remember. So he, and let's take they. Let's take the same verb. We, they. Let's take the first verb. What will this be? Look. We look, they look. What about he, she, it? What will it be? Take this watches. He, she, he watches. He, she, it. That we have written here children, watches. Sorry, I've just made a mistake here. Okay. We, they. Taking this verb. What will we write? We, they. The same verb children. Do we say watches? We watches, they watches. We watch. Right? Okay. Let's take, let me now give you a sentence. Let me think. Okay, what about the roads? Roads were closed. Roads were closed. Now roads is a noun, right? That's a plural noun. So we use the verb were. We use the verb were. Suppose if I say road and closed. So what verb will I use? Yes, is. Road is closed. Now children, I've got some very simple notes for you. Noun verb agreement. Noun and verb can be singular or plural. Okay. So children, so long we knew about nouns, but even verbs can be singular and plural. Singular nouns take a singular verb. Remember this, singular nouns take a singular verb. Now look at the first sentence, children. The doctor asks Samir where his arm hurts. Now here you have noun doctor. Here you have the noun arm. See the verb, children, ask. And here it is hurts. Here is it is hurts. So singular noun, singular verb. Your noun is singular, verb is singular, verb is singular. Okay. If you are confused, children, you may write on top. When I was explaining what did I do, the same way you may write. Plural nouns take a plural verb. The teachers encourage their students. Here the noun is teachers. Now is the singular plural? Plural. Okay. And your verb here is encourage. This is your action word, encourage. So that's a plural verb. It's a plural verb. I think the simple way you could remember by S and no S. If you see here, children, S and S, and then here there is no S. Most of the examples you could follow it this way. Now is and was. Is and was is used with a singular noun. The city is very old. We don't say the city were very old. The city is, because it is city is singular. The music was beautiful. Music and was, singular noun. Singular noun will have singular verb. Now what about are, were? And are and were is used with plural nouns. The children is a plural noun. Okay, so that will take are. The deer were running through the forest. Running. Children, there are some word exceptions. No, deer, sheep. Okay, and they are used in the same form, singular and plural. Don't be confused. Now what you're going to do is you will read this information box. Please, you may pause the video, read this information box. It's very clearly explained, so go through it. Then we will start our exercise and let's see how do you fare. Okay. Before we start the exercise, children, what I want you to do is, from the text over here, this text, wildfire, pick up, from this extract, pick up some nouns. Here. Pick some nouns up. Quickly, come on. Yes, I know, or most of you will say Australia, friends, Shane. What about smoke? Track, fire, wind. Okay, children, what will I say? Wind blows. Is it correct? Wind blows. Winds blow. Right? Okay, now pick up some verbs for me here. Verbs you'll get plenty. Yes, plunged. Then engulfed. The very most prominent children word over here, cooing. Was cooing. That's also a verb. So let's move to our exercise here. What I've done is, children, I have written it here in the notebook so that we can write. Come on, the first one. Change the first noun in each sentence from singular to plural. Change the verbs to match. Very, very important, children. This is our learning objective today. Okay, so you have to change the verb. The animal runs out of the forest. The animal runs out of the forest. I've written here. Come on. Yes, give me an answer. I need my red pen. Yes, I got it. Come on now. Children, as I told you, if you're confused, just put here up noun, verb. Then once you are a master, there's no need. The animal runs out of the forest. What would this answer be? Got it? Anybody? The. Yes. Now I have to change this. This will be animals. Very good. Animals. And what about the verb? This is now, it's plural. So you need a plural verb. Animals run. The animals run out of the forest. Very good. Now, the tree burns fiercely. Come on, now you should be quick, children. The tree will be what? This is singular, so I have to make it plural. Trees. And what about the verb now? Burns. Children, is fiercely a verb? Think. You have done adverbs. Think. The trees burn fiercely. So I think now, children, you can complete the rest too. What about this? Rewrite the sentences choosing the correct verb. Now here you have to choose the correct verb. So you just strike out. First one is very simple, children. Jan are shouting to her friends. Which would be correct? Is, no? So you have to choose. What are they telling us? Rewrite the sentences using the correct verb. So we need to rewrite. So what you do, children, first is you cancel it so that while writing you don't make a mistake. So you will write here Jan, okay, is, children, use your green color as we used to use it in class. Jan is shouting to her friends. What about the second one? Jan were crying. Very simple. Jan was crying. All of you are going to scream and shout. Jan was crying. So cut this off and rewrite it again. You could use a green pen for this verb. Now what about this, children? Use each of these nouns in a sentence followed by was or were. First is fire. So this will be was or were. Look at the noun. Singular. Fire. So what will you write? The fire was burning fiercely. You could take the same one, children. The same sentence. You can just change trees to fire. The fire was burning fiercely. What about friends? Is it singular, plural? Plural. Friends. Can you see this S here? So it will be friends was, no, it will be the friends were. The friends were looking for Shane. So that would be your homework. A, B and C. You will do this homework. A, B and C in your notebook. Okay. Now children, I want to ask you something, okay, pertaining to the same lesson. In this lesson, children, what do you think happens at the end? What do you think happens in the end? Did you have an end to the story? What do you think might have happened next? After this, what do you think might have happened next? Do they try to escape? Or do they stay? See, they themselves were in danger, right? As you see, the fire was spreading. So what do you think? Do they try to escape themselves, or do they stay and they try to search for her brother Shane? What do you think? And how would you feel, children, if they found Shane and he was not hurt by the fire, he was safe and sound? How would you feel at that, reading the ending of the story, and then all of them were happy, all friends were together again? How would you feel? Or if the end of the story tells us, you know, that they never found Shane, and they are still wondering ki, what's happened to Shane. Maybe after many years they are still wondering. Now they have grown up, they are adults, and they never found Shane. So what feeling would you have? So children, what is the setting of the story? What was the setting of the story? It was in the forest, correct? The entire thing is, they are in this forest where there is a fire. What are the problems which these characters face? The problem is that they have lost Shane and they are searching for Shane. Okay? And now I told you about the ending. So what I want you to do, children, is, okay, what I want you to do is, it's a very short homework, You can give it to me after your test. Okay, I know you are having test and you're busy, so you could give me after the test. What you have to do is, please pay attention. I know you have read many books, many books. Some of you are really good readers. So you would tell me any story which you remember has a happy ending, or any story which has a sad ending, or it could even be a surprise ending. What could be the surprise in this? As I told you, happy ending is like they found Shane and he was unhurt. The sad ending is, they have never found Shane and now they are grown up and they don't know what has happened to him. Okay? So that was the sad ending. Now what would be the surprise ending? What do you think would be the surprise ending? Think. What could be the surprise ending, children? What if it rained? I don't know if you've seen this news, children, Australian fire. Then, there were helicopters. They were brought in for the rescue. So what happens if it rains? What would happen to the fire? As here, children, the wind, because of the air, because of the wind, the fire grew. Correct? There was an increase in the flame. So if it is raining, what would happen to the fire? Think. So that would be a surprise ending. Correct? So what you have to do, children, is, for your homework, you may read a book, or if you already know a happy ending, you will write only one. Okay? Only the ending. And you will send it to me. Any story, not this story. I repeat, not this story. Any story which you have read. Maybe you read it in the KG class, nursery class, or you remember told to you orally. So you're just going to write a small paragraph, just a small paragraph, just 5 to 6 lines. What was the ending of the story? And please put the name of the story. Please put the name of the story. So I repeat, your story could be a happy ending. It could be a sad ending, or it could be a relief. You're free from the fear, like Red Riding Hood. The woodcutter came. So she had a relief, no? She got a great relief when she seen the woodcutter, and she grew fearless. Correct? So you would give me the ending of any story. I repeat again, it would be what? It would be a sad ending. Not all stories have a happy ending. It would be a sad ending. It would be a surprise. Or it would be a happy, sad, happy, surprise, or it could be fear or excitement. Relief after fear and excitement, whatever. So you will have any one. I repeat again, you will write only one ending and send it to me. Happy, sad, that you will remember. Happy, sad. The third one is surprise, and the fourth one is relief after fear and excitement. That's your ending. Choose any one story and just write the ending and send it to me. That's it. So children, all the best for your exam. I think tomorrow do you have my paper? Yes, I have to see the timetable. So all the best, children. Happy learning.